Remember the scene in this film where David and Walter kissed? Yeah, imagine having an LGBTQ movie with two characters played by the exact same actor on a relationship. How cool would that be? Hey guys, this is Frozen Wish Stews here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I'm going to be doing a review on Alien Covenant. So, Alien Covenant is the sixth installment in the Alien franchise, the ninth if you count the two Alien Predator movies, but for me it's six. And it came out in the year 2017, and it is directed by Ridley Scott, and this is a sequel to Prometheus as well as a prequel to Alien. And it stars Michael Fassbender, Catherine Watterson, Billy Crudup, Danny McBride, Amy Seymetz, etc. And also James Franco too. And the film tells a story taking place a couple of years after the events of Prometheus and also a few years before Alien, where a crew of the colony ship named Covenant venture into this planet, which apparently turns out to be the exact same planet as the planet that they were in Prometheus. And they are hoping that it's going to be an uncharted paradise, that the new planet would be their new home, since they are trying to find a home. But unfortunately, the planet that they go to isn't what they thought it was, because there are some crew members who got infected by the aliens. Like there's this thingies, insect like size thingies that would go inside their skin, and then would form an alien inside of them. And this is apparently a virus where a virus that allows aliens to come out of their bodies. Which is pretty much how that guy from Alien got his chest burst moment. So yeah, when they found out about the aliens, that aliens are in their that aliens have infected the crew and now are on the ship. They pretty much survive thanks to David, the character for the first film. And so David takes the crew along with him, and he explains to them about how the aliens came to be. He explains to them about the events that happened with Prometheus, with some little changes in there. But then but apparently this film's version of David turns out to be a villain. Turns out to be evil and was responsible for infecting the engineers. And so now the crew must face off against the aliens, while Walter faces off against the character who's played by the same actor as him, David. So so today's the day I'm seeing Alien Romulus in theaters, and I'm really excited for it. You guys already know that Alien Romulus is one of my most anticipated movies of the rest of the year. Everyone knows that. And also my most anticipated movie of the month. Now, this is the previous Alien film, and therefore the final film in my Alien reviews marathon leading up to Alien Romulus that I am doing. Yes, I will do an Alien movie ranking with the 6 Alien films I reviewed, so maybe you might be aware of, like, you might easily predict what my ranking could be like, but I'll still do it. Now, before I move on, you may notice that my voice is a little iffy. Mainly because I have an itchy throat. I won't say how I got it, but it's due to personal reasons. But at least I'm okay enough. I'm well enough for me to go along and make more content. But my voice is just a little itchy, my throat right now. So just bear with it. My voice sounds like this. Now, Prometheus is one of the most underrated films in the franchise, and it is a film I defend. Prometheus is probably the most divisive alien film, as there are people who admire it for doing something different to the franchise by making it a story about the search of the origins of humanity while being disguised as an alien film. And then there are some who hate the fact that it did not feel like an alien film. Prometheus is basically the last Jedi of the Alien franchise. And the last Jedi of like the first half of the 2010s. And so yeah, but Ridley Scott listened to the criticisms he's been receiving from alien fans that it had a lack of aliens, and especially a lack of xenomorphs. So yeah, originally Alien Covenant was supposed to be another Prometheus, another attempt at nothing of being Alien Covenant. Sorry if I keep saying Romulus, was originally supposed to be a continuation of Prometheus, like taking notes from the film and having less aliens, less xenomorphs, and more about more story driven. But due to the controversy of Prometheus, the film ended up being another alien film with aliens in it, and with action in it, while still finding a way to insert in the Prometheus to it. So yeah, as a result, this film is even more mixed than Prometheus. In fact, there are some people who would go as far as saying it's the worst alien film in general. The worst out of the six main aliens. Yeah, some people say it's even worse than Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Sorry, just clearing my throat. And yeah, this one does a lot of hate. There are some people who still say it's enjoyable, but the vast majority of people hate this movie with a passion. Why? I guess because of bias against recency. The fact that this was the latest alien film. Well, latest before Romulus. So now I've always seen this film like once or twice before. I didn't get a chance to rewatch them, but I've always liked this film. But even though I like this film, I haven't thought about it that much. I wasn't even sure if I would declare my thoughts on it or not. But I always said that it did not deserve the hate it gets, and it's definitely not the worst alien film. So now last night I went and rewatched this film, and what do I think of it? I enjoy it. I actually really enjoy it, and honestly, I don't think it's the worst alien film like what some people would make it out to be. Sure, it is the one of the. I will admit that it is one of the weaker films in the Alien franchise, since it is a film that I do like, but I don't love it. And I would say it is a step down from Prometheus. Yeah, Prometheus is the better alien film to come out in the 2010s decade. But that doesn't stop me from still enjoying the hell out of this film. Now, do I understand where the hate is coming from? Yes, I can understand why people have beef against this film, but I don't see it as being the worst alien film. That's where I don't understand why some would go as far as calling this the worst alien film. Like, have you seen Alien 3? Like, I feel like the only reason people defend Alien 3 is because it's an old movie. And this is modern. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of sick of people being biased against recency. Now, a lot of people complain that there are some people out there. I'm one of those people, like in the opposing side. I'm one of those people who has recency bias at times, like bias towards recency, as you can tell. Yeah, but people say that recency bias is a problem, where like you immediately say it's either the best of the franchise or the best of the director. So the best director, the best in the director's filmography, just because it's the most recent one. At least I have my reasons. Like, there's a reason why I put Deadpool Wolverine as the best MCU film, and it's not just because of recency bias. I didn't call Inside Out 2 the best Pixar film. Nowadays I do. It's not recency bias. Plus, it took me a rewatch to decide that is the best Pixar film. So I don't immediately like have a recency bias. At least I still think about it. Even though yes, I am kind of guilty with the recency bias thing. I think bias against recency is worse, in my opinion. When people would say stuff like, "Oh, it's the worst one because it's the latest one to come out," that's what annoys me more. Yeah, but to me personally, yeah, I mean, Alien Covenant. Yes, I admit it is one of the weaker Alien films, but it's like in the latter half of my Alien ranking. Yeah, definitely not as good as the first two Alien films, and not as good as Prometheus either. But it's still a good time, and I wish that people would appreciate this one more. Yeah, no way in hell that's worse than Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. Yeah, now let's get into something I liked about this film. It's certainly a fun as hell film. Yeah, this film's a lot of fun, and I know people nowadays hate the fun reasoning to like something when specifically when people would say they like a movie because it's fun and nothing else. And then some people who think that they are more professional, the people they're counter arguing against would say, "Oh, you should like a movie because it's fun." And I even hear some people say that fun ruins movies now, like that entertainment, because now people would be manipulated. Whenever a movie is fun yet has bad quality, people would be manipulated into liking it instead of just looking at its quality. Well, I may fall for that. Like, I may give a movie a pass for being fun despite having a bad script, but ultimately I don't really give it way too high of a rating just because it's fun. And I can see whether a movie is well made or not. That's just subjective, but you all know that I like to be more subjective. So I hope nobody will counter argue with me that oh, why are you only liking Alien Romulus because it's fun. You're not supposed to be blinded by a movie fun. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, what I love about Alien Covenant is that it goes full on horror with this. It's arguably the scariest Alien films. And by the way, for some of the things I'm about to say, like oh, it's the best at this, it's the best at that. Alien Romulus could top this one. Yeah, Alien Romulus could be scarier, be gnarlier, be gorier like that. From what I hear, but right now, but I'm just talking about the current Alien films before Romulus, pre-Romulus. So yeah, just bear with it. But anyways, yeah. This is the goriest, the goriest and gnarliest, in the franchise. Yeah, because especially with the kills and even the jump scares. Yeah, this is probably the most terrifying Alien film yet, and it has some of the most brutal and maybe even best kills in the franchise by far. Yeah, and it really shows how up to date movies are today, because it all started out with just not showing enough of the aliens, having like one gory scene, and the rest of the movie be leaning towards suspense. But now we're getting into alien films that has more kills than ever. And as expected with as expected with these 2010s alien films directed by Ridley Scott, it is one of the most visually stunning alien films. Now, visually, it is a slight step down from Prometheus. Prometheus still remains the most visually gorgeous alien film, so from a VFX and cinematography standpoint. But if I were to rank the alien films based on their visual effects, I would say that Alien Alien Covenant is probably the second most visually stunning alien film in my opinion. And yeah, the visuals here are absolutely outstanding. From having the best xenomorph design, the most terrifying ones yet, and also having a beautiful production design, like especially with David's base, and also the beginning of the film where the backgrounds were just all white void, and we only see David. Was that David or Walter though? Probably David, because like Walter is meant to be one of the crew members. But yeah, the opening scene with David and everything being void, yeah, that is probably the most gorgeous shot, the most beautiful shot in this film. It is so beautiful. And yeah, probably one of my favorite scenes in the film. And honestly, like based on what I've seen from the Alien Romulus trailer, I don't even think Alien Romulus will top both this and Prometheus visually. If I were to rank the Alien films based on their visuals alone, I would say number one is Prometheus. Number two is Alien Covenant. Number three is Aliens. Number four is Alien. Number five is Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection has the ugliest visuals, in my opinion. Maybe Alien Romulus could be the third most visually stunning Alien films. That's my prediction. Yeah. Well, also yeah. So, but if there's anything that this movie did better than than Prometheus, it's that it had a better lead. Um, and yeah, now I know some may say that David slash Walter is the main character of the film, but I personally think the main character of the film is Catherine Waterston's Daniels. And yeah, these alien films always knock it out of the park with their leading films. It's like how some people thought that Michael Fassbender's David was the main character of Prometheus, even though it's Noomi Rapace's Shaw. As much as I really like Noomi Rapace's Shaw, as much as I think Shaw is a great character, I think that Daniels is a better leading character than Shaw. I think Daniels is probably one of the best alien characters in general. Like, in fact, she would probably be my third or fourth favorite alien characters yet. If I were to do a top five favorite alien characters, even including some characters from Alien Romulus like Rain, Carradine, and Kay, Daniels would actually make my top five favorite Alien franchise characters. Yeah, yeah. This is my personal favorite Catherine Waterston performance. Well, it's either her or Tina from Fantastic Beasts. I'll have to think about it, but I guess maybe Tina is the best character out of all the characters that Catherine Waterston has played. But I think this is probably Catherine Waterston's best performance, best acting performance. She was so good yeah, Catherine Waterston was so good in this film. And she really kicked a lot of ass here, especially when she literally faced off against the Xenomorph. She was a badass. And there are actually some great emotional moments with her. Like this scene, for example, where we actually get to see a cameo of James Franco. And by the way, that James Franco cameo was cool as hell. And apparently James Franco's character is the husband of Daniels. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And then we see Daniels watch a video of James Franco's character rock climbing, and then we see her sob quietly in that scene. That was one of my favorite moments in the film, and that shows great acting from her right there. And yeah, Michael Fassbender also did a really good job in the film, as he is another standout besides Catherine Waterston. What's impressive, especially about Michael Fassbender's performance in the film, is that he's playing two characters who meet each other face to face, and even not just physically, but also fights as well. Yeah, David and Walter really are a great duo. Seeing them just together, and then seeing how digitally good it is, they have the balls to have two versions of Michael Fassbender play the same character, meet each other. And it's not like Gemini and Man, where you got an older Will Smith and a younger version of Will Smith. No, it's the exact same. No, it's literally Michael Fassbender, the exact same age, the exact same height, and the exact same look together. That's actually one of the things that makes it stand out with a visual. It's just the CGI of. I'm guessing Walter was the more practical side of Michael Fassbender, while David is the CGI Michael Fassbender. Yeah, I mean that's one of the most impressive aspects of the visuals. And yeah, the action scenes are a lot of fun as well, especially the action in the first half. I was actually digging the hell out of that first half. The first half in the film was really good and really entertaining. Yeah, and especially the scene where they were on the planet, and then they got infected. Characters got infected by the aliens. Yeah, that's a great scene right there. And before I get into my negatives, yeah, I just want to mention my favorite scene in the film, the shower scene. Boy, that's probably the most terrifying and gruesome scene in this entire Alien franchise. Yes, and it kind of reminded me a lot about Psycho. It's almost like if Psycho meets Alien. So yeah, basically that's what I'm talking about. There's this couple making out in the shower, and then the alien literally like sneaks into the shower, crashes it, and like kills the boyfriend, the boy behind his back, and the girl screams, and then the alien kills it too. That shower scene, best scene in the film, and probably one of the best scenes in the franchise, right up there with the chest buster scene from the original and the get away from her, you bitch scene in Aliens. Yeah, what an insane scene that was. But unfortunately, while I was digging the first stuff, and even would have called this better than Prometheus, the film does go downhill in the second act. So the second half of the film is what made kind of affected this film, and that was what made this one of the weaker Alien films in my opinion. Yeah, the second half. Specifically when David shows up. Yes, as great as the visuals of the CGI of David is, his characterization, they fucked him up so badly. They freaking ruined David's character. Basically get character right there. Yeah. This film has so much writing decision that freaking ruins Prometheus. A lot of writing decisions that goes against Prometheus. And I believe that the shit that goes down in the second half is where people have problems with. It's where the hate comes from, and that's pretty much how I understand that's how I understood what the hate was all about. But although like what I said, I still don't understand why some would call this the worst Alien film ever. Yeah, the pacing noticeably slows down, especially when the opening, like the first 45 to 50 minutes was like incredibly fast paced, and then after the 1 hour mark it starts to slow down in favor of exposition dump. Yeah, my biggest problem with the film is how it literally changed Prometheus. It changed the origin story that was like set up in Prometheus, and they literally like butcher it like a lot. So yeah, remember Prometheus when they explained that it was actually the engineers who created the aliens? Well, apparently they changed shit in this one because David, who was apparently the hero in Prometheus, turns out to be a bad guy this whole time. Like, apparently David was the one responsible for creating the xenomorphs. Wow, that is some character assassination right there. The whole like idea that David was actually the one who created those bug-like thingies that would affect your skin, and the aliens will apparently grow from your skin. That is some messed up shit right there. And the fact that David was the one responsible for infecting the engineers, yeah, that is dumb right there. And that's literally retconning the aliens. They literally they pull up for Rise of Skywalker in this one. Except that it's a better film than Rise of Skywalker. Even though I am considering giving Rise of Skywalker a chance, maybe for its 5th anniversary in December. But yeah, whatever. And yeah, now I get that they want that Ridley Scott wanted to pretty much impress the alien fans by adding more xenomorphs, and because of how Prometheus was criticized for a lack of xenomorphs. Well, if you remember the ending of Prometheus, like it showed the very first xenomorph ever created, ever made. You could have at least just put a lot of xenomorph moments in there without having to mess with the event of Prometheus. But no, Ridley Scott decided that just to impress the fandom, he wants the alien. He wants to change the origin story of Prometheus and make it sound like it's more canon. Yeah, wow, that is honestly really dumb. I really do not like that writing decision at all. It is so dumb. And David going from hero in Prometheus to villain to the main antagonist in this one does not work at all. And the third act wasn't much better. Yes, you got the shower scene, the best scene in the film, but the third act had this I mean, the third act also had this badass moment with the Walters, fighting the Xenomorph on top of the Covenant ship. That was cool. But then you get this final battle that's just basically a bunch of things like toppling over the aliens. It only lasted for 2 minutes, and then it just ends abruptly. Yeah, what a shitty ending that was. So yeah. Also the crew. Besides Catherine Waterston, Daniels, David and Walter, all your characters are so forgettable. Billy Crudup's character being the captain of the film. Yeah, this film has. Sorry about that. This film has the most. Itchy throat, but yeah. This film has the. sorry. This film has the most forgettable captain of in the franchise, Billy Crudup's character. Why didn't you make Daniels the captain? Why him? He's so forgettable. He doesn't feel captain worthy. And also, Danny McBride. Really, so those of you who complain that Alien Romulus cast is full of kids and they don't fit in the franchise, well, at least they do fit in the Alien film, unlike Danny McBride. Danny McBride does not feel worthy to be in an Alien film, let alone a serious film like this. So yeah. So overall, Alien Covenant is maybe the weakest, one of the weaker Alien films, but it is vastly overhated, and it does not deserve to be considered called the worst Alien film ever. While it is a fun movie with some of the best kills in the franchise, some of the goriest and gnarliest moments in the franchise, and it does, not hold back with it, it is also the most terrifying one yet. And it is fun. It ultimately does get bogged down by a second half full of exposition dump, and it butchers the Prometheus storyline and ruins David. So yeah. So with that said, I'm going to give Alien Covenant a 3.5 stars out of 5. So also for my review of Alien Covenant, yeah, I know I coughed in this video, but I'm okay. I just my throat was just a little blocked, so I had to clear it up. So yeah, that's all for my review of Alien Covenant. What are your thoughts on the film? Would you agree with me that that this film is underrated and does not deserve the hate it gets? Or are you one of those people who sides with the popular opinion that this is your least favorite Alien film? Or do you think that this movie is underwhelming, but at least it's better than Alien 3 and Resurrection? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Alien Covenant. So yeah, bye guys.